Hi, Lakewood. Now that you are learning about scatter plots, let's take a look at line of best fit and how we can calculate the slope and the y-intercept. So this should all be review for you. Let's look at number one. So we see our data points, and there has been a line of best fit already drawn for us. And what we want to do is first find the slope. So recall that if we're looking at a graph, we're going to find 2 points along the line that meet right at the corners of the grids, and we can make a triangle. And yours might look different from mine, and that's okay as long as your points are along the line and cross the grids. All right, so remember that our slope is rise over run, and our rise is up and down. So notice our scale on the x-axis. So this point is at 25, and this point is at 5. So what we need to do is subtract those two values from each other to find the rise. And the run, our highest point is at 16, and our lowest, since it's between 4 and 8 here, it's going to be 6. And now we need to subtract to find the slope. So 25 minus 5 is 20. 16 minus 6 is 10. And we can simplify that to 2 over 1, which equals 2. Take a step back and look at your line. Is it positive or negative? Since it's going up, as we move from left to right, it's going to be positive. So we're going to keep it as 2. Now our y-intercept. When we look at the line, we can't see where it crosses the y-axis. So you're going to want a ruler or a straight edge because you want to continue the line until we can see that it could cross the y-axis. And then we need to continue the y-axis down. And now from here, we're going to estimate where this line crosses the y-axis. So I'm going to estimate that it's 1, 2 grid spaces below 0, which is going to mean that the y-intercept is -2. And now remember that our slope equation is y equals mx plus b, where our m is the slope, that's an L, and our b is the y-intercept. So I'm just going to put these values into this equation and leave y and x as y and x. So y equals 2x, and although it's plus b, because we have a negative number for our y-intercept, it's going to be -2. Okay, let's take a look at number 2. So every time, because it's going to help you, write rise over run. And now let's find 2 points along the line that meet at the corners of the grid. And I see these 2 points, and then make your triangle. So here our scale is different. Let's take a look at our rise. It starts at 20. And it ends at 18. And we know this is 18 because we can see our scale. Here is 16. It goes up by 2 to 18. It goes up by 2 to 20. So we have 20 minus 18 as our rise. And our run, our highest number, our highest value here is 10. And our lowest is 2. So 10 minus 2. Let's simplify that. 20 minus 18 is 2. 10 minus 2 is 8. And we can simplify that to 1/4. Now let's take a step back. Look at our slope. Is it positive or negative? Is it going up or down? Well, as we move across the grid, it's going down. So our slope is going to be negative. And our y-intercept, where does the line cross the y-axis? You can see it's right at about 20. We're going to round that down. We're going to estimate it to 20. And our equation, y equals mx plus b. We fill in our values and we get y equals negative 1/4 x plus 20. So again, this should be a review. Go ahead and complete all 8 problems and check with the control. Good luck.